Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name's Pete. We are continuing on the Driffield to Malton branch line, which closed in 1958. Last episode we reached from Burdale Tunnel up to Wharram Street train station, almost. The quarry is behind me in these trees here. You see that there. And then the way we're going is up here, and we should be able to see the remains of some coal drops. I'll try and match some photographs up. The train station is actually still there, so that'll be interesting to see. If there's anything else along the way, I'm out with my friend again, the mystery man who's always in the background in recent videos, and our kid. So if we see any other interesting things along the way, we'll be walking this route today from Wharram Street up to, hopefully, as far as North Grimston. And if there's anything else interesting, like posts or potential track or anything like that, I'll be sure to film it for you. What we can see there is the lime quarry. The track will have come here, and then we'll start splitting here to go up towards the coal drop. Now I'll turn it round. Main line going straight on, and then just over the side of this fence we'll start to see the rise of an embankment. And that is the start of where the coal drop is. There was also a passing loop at this station, the only one on the line. We're almost at the highest point of this line to Malton, which is just a little bit past Wharram Street station, and then it'll start dropping down into Malton. And if we just look through there, we can see, I'll find a clearer one for you, some boundary markers of where the line was. I'll see if I can point one or two out. This one here, boundary marker, and then when we go through there, another one there, and there are a few going up this way, and now we can definitely see a rise in the land of an embankment, which is here. It'll get more and more prominent as we're going up there, and that'll take us up to the coal drops, and then down this way will take us to the station. Right, coming along, this is the embankment for the coal drop. It's on private property, so we can't get on there, but we can see some steps. They do look as though they could have been placed there when the line was built, so probably original. We're still following this track bed, which will go along that way through into somebody's private garden, so we can't go there. We'll continue on following this embankment. I'll show you the coal drops, and then you can just make out here behind there's an old water tower, and there is a photograph of this, and I'll insert that somewhere around here now. Okay, so a little bit further on, this is where the main line would go down there, which from our point of view is this side of the water tower and that bit of hedging there, which wouldn't have been there because this would have been train lines. Passing loop, really busy area this. Still going along up to the coal drops. I know that looks like an old rail cart, but it is not. And then we're coming along here a little bit further, and we'll see where the embankment drops off, where it ends with a brick wall, which is there. So the trains would have come across the top of this, across the top of these. We'll move along a little bit further. There's a little bit of wooden fencing down there, I suppose that relating to this. It is a bit damaged and destroyed, this, but you can see how big it is, how many there are. So the train would have come across the top of there. There would have been a wall here that's broken, wall there, and ended there. And the trains would have come across the top here and dumped the coal out the bottom.
Hi, what we've got here are rail buffers, so the track would have come up here and this prevented any carriages wandering further up. What's quite unusual about these are made out of rails, And these are really old rails because they're double-sided. You can tell how old they are with that. What they used to do is turn the rail over and use the reverse side if it wore out. Down here we've got a platform where this is actually a cattle drop, dirt quite near, and we've got sort of a slightly raised area here. And down here, got the old platform that the trains would have come up and down on, part of the sidings.
So I'm now on the track bed of the actual railway. The coal drop's been over there, the other line with the buffers running up there, and where I'm stood is the actual rail bed. We've got evidence down here all the way along there, supporting that further embankment with a bit of a hole down there. I don't know what that was for. Along here, whether that could be part of the original 18-inch platform before it was raised, I'm uncertain. This train station here was from 1853 to 1958, and it had a passing loop which could be related to this here, and you can see the size of this platform here. Look, it does look like it's been taken down. This also had a water tank with a brick base and a cast iron top. The cast iron top is no longer here, and I'll tell you about that in a moment, but this magnificent structure is what remains of the water tank. Now you can get inside these, and we're going to look at it all up there. Pillars have come down, that edge is down here on the floor, along with the copings there. Looks like the house owners are using it as a shed. Still got an original door on there. And that's it from this side. Now the actual train line ran where I'm stood, in between this platform edge here and this tank, as you've been shown by some photographs that I've put up, and it went straight through there. This is the train station. As you can see, there is a remainder of a platform here. That's the station house. It is on private property, we are not allowed on. So that's that. So I've been a bit cheeky and I've asked to come onto the property. This is what remains of the platform. I can't thank the gentleman enough for letting me come on and do this and film this. That's there. And then I think we'll get some photographs, match them up, and hope you like them. And that's the station house from this side. Amazing. So that is Wharram Lee Street Station. This is the original entrance. There are gate posts here still on both sides. The gentleman was kind enough to let me onto his property to take some photographs, so I do appreciate that, and if you're watching this, thank you very much. So our track bed then now goes along this edge up through there, and we're going to rejoin it a little bit further on, because that is all private land, all manicured land, so there's nothing there of the track other than where it was once sat. We will continue on and we'll see what else we can find along our way on the way up to North Grimston. So that is Wharram Street Station. Train track runs along there, and then about here it develops from a flat field to an embankment, and you can see that raised embankment there. Now this is towards North Grimston. You can get a nice clear shot of that here. I don't know if you can get on there to walk it. It sounds very wet. I can hear a lot of water. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk down this road here and rejoin the track. And there used to be a bridge down here. Our embankment is here, and there would have been a bridge at this point going across there up to about here. Now that is long gone. That's been knocked down. There's no buttresses. I have had a quick look at it. We'll be walking up there shortly because that's our way to rejoin the embankment. That's probably 25-30 feet up on that side. You can hear the water here. As we learnt from Burdale Tunnel, it was dogged by water problems. Like the rest of the line, they had to build these becks. And as we come on this side of the embankment, we've got a little bit of railway fencing still left, just in there. I'm now going to go up there where you can see these guys walking up there, and we'll continue on. I have just come up onto the embankment hoping to give you the scale of this, because this would have been a big bridge. If anybody has any photographs of this line, the Driffield to Malton, you'll have things that are unseen. Please send them to the Yorkshire Worlds Railway. They can then get these things published and out there and shared. The history of this area. So there is no rubble or anything from this bridge. All cleared up. Now I am on top of the embankment here, and I'm on the left hand edge of it because it's been dug away as well. So we've managed to get on the line a little bit further along. It's still quite a high embankment down here, probably 30 or 40 feet down there, and the line carries on up here. No sign of fence posts other than that bit of clinker. There isn't a lot else of evidence, but we'll continue and have a look.
Hi, yeah, what we've got here is just bits of clinker picked up off of the old track bed, and you can see in there the old unburnt coal, as the firebox wasn't firing properly. So they shake that out, get rid of it, and the firebox can draw a draft a lot better and be more efficient.
So a little bit further along the embankment we'll come to our first bridge. Now, as I probably said at the start of this, people will tell you there's nothing left of this line. Well, as we've been proving it all along, that is not true. Yes, there are no sleepers. Yeah, there's no actual railway track. Oh, that scared me, it was a pheasant. Yeah, no actual railway track, but there's still bridges. I mean, these are quite substantial structures. I don't think we're going to be able to get down beneath this one, but I will try, and we'll have a look at it from below if possible. Vastly overgrown. Some serious ironwork on there. And I definitely think this is worth going down there and having a look at this one, because it looks fantastic. It'll be a struggle, but we'll get down there. And then we've got the ironwork at this side. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to get through the bridge, as you can see, but we'll go down and we'll have a look. So I've now come underneath that bridge. It is a bit cracked and damaged, Got all coping stones there. A big old square one at the end there. And just look at the size of this. Look at the arch. This is an old farmer's access. And you can see on the other side here how damaged this has become over the years. Don't forget this has been here over 100 years. And going on for 80 of those. It's been unmaintained. I'll show you it is coming away a little bit at the edges here. There. And it's a huge brick arch. This is no longer used. It's not an access to anything anymore, as you can see. All this is just overgrown and out of control. And it's exactly the same at the other side. More moisture here. These are all the plants that tend to grow where it's more moist. You can see at the ground it's quite mossy. And then at this side, a little bit drier, but all the brickwork is starting to really deteriorate under here. An absolute wonderful bridge. Okay, so we'll continue on this line and we'll see what else we can find. As we leave that bridge behind, the ground on the left has levelled out and starts to go up, but the ground down here is still an embankment. And I'm showing you that because there's still little bits of railway fencing down there. And in the meantime, we'll continue on. So a little bit further on, we are coming across another bridge. This will be another farmer's access. As you can see, it's gone back to an embankment on either side, probably 30 or 40 feet high. The drop down to the right is our beck, and down to the left looks fairly dry. It's uneven ground here, so I need to pay attention and not fall down it. So this has had a little bit of renovation done at the top. And it looks like that has got old railway sleepers on it. So we'll go down and have a look at what sort of access this is. That is a long way down. That is that. And then look at this, eh? Look at that. We have actual sleepers. These ones have been bolted together there. Got the tops of the bridge here. Sleepers on either side, probably put across to strengthen it. That could be close to around 40 to 50 feet, something like that. Wonderful. So we'll continue down that line. So that bridge, I did call these sleepers by mistake. They are rails. I do apologise about that. And there's quite a few. It covers that whole decking area of that bridge, which is a long way down. As you can see, our kid and my buddy walking on up there. We'll catch up with them. There are more bridges, so we'll see what we have. As we were walking along the track here, we saw these structures into the side of the embankment. It's quite a way down, is that? It's about 40 feet, 50 feet, and there was these. This one's quite modern, but there are some older ones. And if I show you down the other side, you can just see how high up we are, maybe. It is difficult to see on camera. That's back to Wharram. And then if we go up the track that is coming up, it will be along to North Grimston. And we've got another bridge coming up in the distance there, which we will go and have a look at. If we look down the sides here, we can still see fencing, boundary markers to the railway. And then as we progress on, we'll go over to the bridge. And if you want to know about that bridge, please like, share and subscribe. We are coming up to the end of this video. I appreciate all your time for watching this one. It has been a bit longer than usual, but on this bridge here, I go underneath it, I go around it. You get a really good shot of what this bridge is about. Definitely worth subscribing for. In the meantime, please take care, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.